chocolate is evil and should be banned because it is not chocolate. I think it's evil, but there are several people who think it's wonderful. So again, that's like bad doesn't, or evil or good doesn't necessarily mean anything. Um, so instead, get specific. White chocolate does not satisfy my chocolate cravings in the same manner as dark or milk chocolate. That's more specific. It sounds less comical, right? It sounds more serious, that kind of thing. So that's a way to get rid of bad, good, general, vague terminology like that. See if you are redundant anywhere. If you're using the same verb twice in a single sentence, I don't know why, but that upsets me. It upsets me when I do it, and I always know that signals that I need to revise that sentence if I have two verbs that are exactly the same in it. Okay. Oh, there's my son in the video. Hi, son.
Hi.
Yeah.
I need tiger.
You need what?
What is this?
Well, that's okay.
Mommy
Think about
Here.
your word choice, and if you are precise with your word choice. He had to be taken away, and he really wants to help us with the class, but oh well. Okay, so think about your precision with word choice. Is the word that you've chosen the exact thing that you need to use? Because I know a lot of times you guys, and me too. I won't say you, I'll say us. We will get into the thesaurus and get real crazy in there and just be like, oh, this word looks beautiful. This word is amazing. I'm going to use this one instead of the one I have. And what happens is you didn't go back through the dictionary to make sure that the word that you're choosing actually means what you want it to mean. And so then you sound stupid. That's, well, again, I'm not going to say you. I'm going to say I sound stupid when I do that. Because I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. And it's like, oh, that doesn't mean, now you've changed the entire context of the sentence, and that's what happened. So, then I have to go back and redo it anyway. So be careful of thesaurus happiness. The thesaurus is lovely, but remember the dictionary needs to pair with it. Okay. Also, sentence variety. So remember that there are, well, we didn't go over this, so I can't use the word remember, but please note that there are 3 types of sentences. 3? Is it 3 types? I think so. The simple sentence, which is just subject, verb, direct object, that kind of thing. So, I went to the store. Simple sentence. A compound sentence is 2 simple sentences joined together by a conjunction. I went to the store and I bought a candy bar. That is a compound sentence. Then the other kind is a complex sentence. Okay, so it's 4 types. Sorry, it's 4. Yeah. The complex sentence, while I was at the store, comma, I saw that cookies were on sale, period. So that's complex because we have a while, we have something that's like called a subordinating conjunction, but look that up, and then a simple sentence at the end of that. Okay, so while, because, if, since, although, however, any of those are the subordinating conjunctions. That little bit after it is not a full sentence, but then it does add some complexity, and hence the name, to your thought process, because you don't want to say, I went to the store, I saw candy bars were on sale when you could join those together. And then there's the complex compound sentence, which is all of the things together. So, while I was at the store, comma, I bought a candy bar, comma, and I met a friend, period. So all of the things are together. So you want to vary your sentences so that all of those are present. Don't solely use any of them. So you shouldn't only be using complex compounds. You should be going back and forth between complex, compound, and simple, so that you have kind of a rhythm and a pace going on in your writing. And then let me see, is there anything else? Oh yes, go back through, look for your prepositional phrases and see if you can cut them without disrupting the meaning. That's the last bit of it. Can you cut down prepositional phrases? Sometimes prepositional phrases are absolutely necessary, 100% true. But sometimes we have them in there in our way of speaking, in our way of writing, as kind of, I don't know, throat clearing kind of thing, where it's like I'm winding up slowly to tell you something when I could just get to the point. And taking out a prepositional phrase is a way to just get right to the point. Okay, so all of those are things that you should look at with revision. Now, another process that you should consider with your revision is to, once you've printed out your paper or you're in revision mode, if you don't have access to a printer, you don't need to. I know that our access to things right now is truncated, but what you can do is go through your paper paragraph by paragraph and write a note off to the side of each paragraph. What is the main point of this paragraph? Is my main point as clear and concise as possible? What is the evidence that I'm using in this paragraph? And what does this paragraph have to do with my thesis statement? Okay, that is the section. That is kind of something you can do with each section of your paper to make sure that you are on task and that you are adhering to and considering some of the things that I've already mentioned in the video. That process is called a reverse outline. Okay, so it's like, does this, and you might ask these questions, does this paragraph fit best here? Is what I'm doing with this paragraph, does it matter more here, or should I do it somewhere else? Right? Okay, so think parametric method, which is all the things that I talked to you about: verbs, prepositions, refining sentence variety, refining word choice. But then things to get you in the way, get you kind of going towards a revision, is the reverse outline. Taking each paragraph, writing what is it I'm doing with this paragraph, and what work is this paragraph performing, what is my main point, and how does this connect back to my thesis statement? If you can't answer any of those, then you know that you have a revision. If one of those answers is kind of like vague, where you're like, I don't really know what it's doing, it's like I just like it, that kind of thing, then you need to pump it up. Okay, so think about things that you need to add in order to make that happen. Think about things that you need to delete. Maybe you have some details, or your example right there is not the best example. You need to cut it. Okay, I know it's hard to cut because you've worked very hard for every word, every letter that you've written, but sometimes it is better to cut this little thing than to have the whole paper suffer, right? So make sure that each word, each paragraph is really doing something specific. Okay, so that's the main thing with revision. So let me know if you have questions. Attend the Q&A, or email, call, FaceTime, text, etc. if you have concerns about this process. And I will also have a computer video where I show you me on my screen kind of going through a rhetorical analysis or a podcast analysis and going maybe through 2 paragraphs and revising it kind of in real time with you, so you know exactly how to approach it. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and hope y'all are staying safe. Bye.